Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
What is all this?
You've been receiving a few nasty letters lately, Mrs. Mangle. I thought you might like to meet the postman.
She did it, Mrs. Mangle. It was her. I saw her. I was trying to tell you. Oh, will you let me go? I'll call the police.
Well, I think you're right, Sue. Maybe we should. When they examine the envelope, it won't be my fingerprints that they find on it. And I still have the first letter sent to you accusing Mike. I'd bet good money the typeface is the same. What do you think, Sue?
I want to go home.
Sounds reasonable. We'll speak to your parents and call the police from there.
No!
Now, just a moment. I'll decide whether or not the police are required.
I don't blame you for being nervous, Mrs. Mangle. If Sue here's responsible for feeding you a pack of lies, and you've certainly been guilty of acting upon them, making accusations against Mike, I'd say Sue won't be the only one in trouble. Now, we're going to my place to sort this out. Or we can go to your parents. Take your pick. Your place. And if you want to know the truth, I suggest you come too. That is, if the truth really matters to you.
Mike, this is ridiculous.
No, bear with me. I know what I'm doing. We're going to win. Then...
Suppose you know what you're going to do about Mrs. Mangle, then? Yeah, that's a problem.
We'll just have to keep a low profile, I suppose.
Until we know how she's going to react.
I'll get it.
She's not even going to like you being friends. Much less anything else. Yeah, well, she can't stop us. Your mum couldn't stop you from seeing Scott, could she? No, but... Well, my mum's not as bad as your nan. You know, I don't care. I'm not going to let her come between us. But didn't she threaten to send you to your other grandmother in the country? Yeah. But I know how I feel about Mike, and... Well, I guess we just have to make her see our way somehow.
See you later.
Well, good luck.
Hey, can you two look after the shop for a while? I've got to go and see Daph. She's found the person who's been writing the letters.
Who?
She didn't say, but I'll tell you when I get back, okay? Bye.
I've been asked the question so many times, I'm not having trouble really. Advantage to
Evening all.
Well, an advantage.
You tell him that if he mucks around with that radio once more, I won't be responsible.
And you tell her.
Oh, stop it, you two. You behave like a pair of spoilt brats. That's a nice way to speak to your own mum.
Oh, well, honestly, Mum, you've turned this place into a battlefield. In other countries, there are people starving to death and blowing each other to pieces.
Of course they carry on like that. They're foreigners.
Oh, what's the use? I have had the most dreadful day, and all you two can do is bicker.
There's no need to bust a boiler. Sit down and tell us about it.
Oh, well, it's all right now, but there was this man in the pub, a customer. I nearly lost my job over him.
Well, what do you expect from men? Put a few drinks in their hands and they're the world's greatest authority on everything. Well, there are exceptions, of course. Now, for example, that young Clive Gibbons. There's a man who knows how to look after a woman. He said to me the other night...
Well, no one's interested in what he said to you.
Oh, really? This has gone far too far. You love each other, you know you do.
If I'd had any pride, I would have left you long ago. If it hadn't been for the children...
Oh, yes, the children. You stayed around long enough to ruin them, didn't you? Look at the sook you made of Tom.
He's a better man than you are, Dan Ramsay. You know your problem, don't you? You have a battleship mouth and a rowboat brain.
Oh, I see. Well, you put your money where your mouth is. You've been whining about a divorce. I'm not standing in your way.
Wouldn't make any difference if you were. I'm phoning my solicitor in the morning.
Oh, Mum, you'll do no such thing.
I'll do what I choose.
You bullet-brained nincompoop, look what you've done now.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
What's going on?
I was waiting for you and Mike to get home. This concerns family, and Mike is family as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, of course. I just passed him in the street.
Now have a look at these. This is the first letter. And I caught Sue slipping this one under Mrs. Mangle's door a short while ago.
Yeah, look, just the same typeface.
Same typewriter, wasn't it, Sue?
Got home as fast as I could. Sue.
Now, just one moment.
Hold on, Mrs. Mangle. Sue, did you write these?
Yes.
Why?
Because she's probably the girl referred to in those letters. The one he's been mistreating. Have you thought about that?
That's a lie.
Now, hang on, Mike. Let Mrs. Mangle have a say. Are you guilty of anything that was in those letters?
No.
Sue?
He's telling the truth. I made it all up.
What have I ever done to you?
You ditched me, that's what.
But we were never...
We could have been. We would have been. Stupid Jane Harris hadn't come along. My parents are going to kill me when they find out about this. Really strict.
Look, stop crying. Nothing's going to happen to you, is it?
Oh, really? Wait until I phone your parents. Think you can fool me?
If you do that, Mrs. Mangle, I'll present the full facts to the police. Mike's the victim here. It's his decision.
Look, I know what it's like to be in the wrong with your parents. I'm not going to get my own back on you or anything. You made a mistake and it'll end here. I'm not going to say anything at school.
Can I go now?
Sure.
Oh, young people today.
Hey! Hey! I think you owe Mike an apology, Mrs. Mangle.
Absolutely.
If I made a mistake, it was because I was given good reason.
You call that an apology?
Forget it, Des. It's not worth it.
Not worth it. You got rights too, mate. She's liable to do that to somebody else.
How dare you talk to me like that?
Oh,
Des,
won't you?
to her, it wouldn't matter whether I was innocent or not. She'd find some other way of splitting me and Jane up, wouldn't you?
You let that little minx walk out of here scot-free and then attack me?
Sue's confused. You should have known better. Oh, what's the point of talking to you about it?
And that's the way a child talks to its elders. A fine example you two must set.
Well, as a matter of fact, they do. They've taught me how to give people the benefit of the doubt, how to trust, things like that.
I still say these things don't just happen. Where there's smoke, there's always fire.
Hey, Mrs. Mangle, get back in.
Good on you, Mike. You stood up for yourself.
A lot of good it did. Only caused more trouble.
Well, I hope we never have another war. Mike's the sort of guy who'd throw the pin and hang on to the grenade. It's not going to help matters brooding over those, mate.
I'm just trying to understand. I mean, she reckons she was really hung up on me and she goes and does something stupid like this.
Well, she's obviously pretty keen on you.
Yeah, but...
Oh, women, mate, you know what they're like.
Oi!
Present company accepted, Daph.
They won't wipe out the memories, unless everyone knows the truth. You sure you're right to let Sue off the hook like that?
I don't care what people think. Jane said she believes me, and that's all that counts.
And what will you do about Mrs. Mangle?
Suppose you really liked the job, but the boss was unpleasant. I mean, you'd put up with the boss, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, isn't the girl you care about even more important than that?
Come on, how am I supposed to get Mrs. Mangle on side?
Oh, you...
Well...
Forget it, guys.
How did we get involved in all of this?
I'm not sure. But I think he's just flambéed the sink.
Dinner will be ready in 5 minutes.
Oh, I would have thought Helen would have been home by now. I've no idea where Scott is.
Don't worry, it's not a problem. I can put the menu on hold. I've got half an hour up my sleeve if I need it.
I'm really sorry they're late.
Jim, it doesn't matter. Shall I freshen up your drink?
No, that's fine. Thank you.
I wouldn't mind another orange juice, please.
Coming right up.
Lucy's quite capable of getting her own drinks. Thank you, Ruth.
No trouble.
She likes it. She enjoys doing things for us.
Ruth is a guest in our house. She's had a rough time and she's not our personal servant.
Yes, Dad. I don't understand how that guy ripped her off.
Well, she put her money and her property in the hands of someone she trusted and she made a mistake. We're going to help her as long as she needs us.
I don't think Paul likes her staying here much.
Well, that's Paul's problem.
Did he really throw her out of the hotel?
Well, you can't stay in a hotel if you can't afford to pay for it. I know it'll do, Lucy. No more questions. And I warn you, young lady, that this is strictly classified, not for gossip around the school ground.
Oh, what a day. I'm drained.
Dinner's ready as soon as Scott puts in an appearance.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Brad.
Something's missing. Something's definitely missing.
What?
The mess, the chaos.
Don't tell me this child's going down with a bad attack of neatness, Jim.
Ha ha ha.
Apparently Ruth did some housework.
Yeah. She vacuumed in here, she did my bedroom, the laundry, the bathroom. And that's since I've come home from school. She's great.
Hello, Helen. How was your day? Don't ask. Thank you for tidying the place up. You didn't have to. Nonsense. I hope you don't mind me invading your kitchen. Mind? Do you know, I think every working woman has a private fantasy about walking in the door and finding the meal cooked. Would you like a drink before dinner? I won't say no to a sherry, thank you.
Ruth, if we're all having a drink, have one yourself. You haven't stopped since I came home.
That's all right.
Despite the jokes, we all pitch in here. We don't want you to feel obligated in any way.
Look, Jim, as long as Helen doesn't mind, I'm enjoying helping, honestly. Helen doesn't mind. Good. One sherry coming up.
What's the matter, sunshine?
What do you think?
Now, look, none of this is to do with you.
Well, I'm your granddaughter. It's not fair. Am I supposed to pick sides?
Don't talk nonsense.
Why, Gramps? When I was a little girl, you and Gran were the happiest couple I knew. Yeah, you argued every now and then, but it was all part of the joke. I felt safe with you.
You reckon people stay the same? You're smarter than that, sunshine.
Do you know how tired I am of seeing people I care about split up? We're supposed to be the ones with no responsibility. But you oldies treat relationships as though they don't matter at all. Don't you know that when you break some things, they can't ever be fixed? Ever.
The older you get, the prouder you get. Part of it's knowing each other too well. You see through each other.
All it takes is to say you're sorry.
Why should I? Back down again so she can store up ammo for the next fight? No, thank you.
Well, if that's worth throwing a lifetime away for, you go for it, Grandpa. But don't expect me to understand.
All right. If she will, I will.
What?
I said it, didn't I?
I see you've got your tea.
Charlene made it for me.
You'd better get used to making your own, hadn't you? My solicitor said the divorce won't be any problem at all.
Well, you can tell your solicitor that I won't be arguing.
Gramps.
I told you what she'd do, didn't I? Can't wait to put the boot in.
Well, at least I won't have to put up with that kind of abuse much longer.
Gran!
And you keep out of it from now on. And don't tell me what I'm throwing away. There's nothing left. It's better finished.
So you admit he's innocent now or not?
Your idea of innocent and mine are quite different, young lady.
Just won't admit you were wrong, will you? You don't even know how.
That's enough, Jane.
If those letters were a pack of lies, you've got no right to keep picking on him.
Oh, so I'm the villain now. Are you suggesting that I wrote those letters? That I'm responsible for your precious boyfriend's reputation?
I'm not going to stop seeing him, Nan.
I'm ordering you to.
You can't. You've got no right.
Then it will be off to your grandmother's in the country. Oh, you'll thank me one day. Other people may not protect their families, but I know my responsibilities.
Hi. Mrs. Mangle.
I have nothing to say to you.
I just want to apologise for before. I was a bit upset.
I'm not interested.
At least let him have his say, Nan. Come in, Mike.
Over my dead body. Now you go to your room straight away.
Do you mean that?
I most certainly do.
All right, I'll go. I'll have my things out of here in 10 minutes. Please wait for me, Mike.
Hang on, what?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying you've got a choice. I've gone along with everything you've wanted out of respect for you. But if I can't even choose my own friends, then I'm leaving. And don't expect me back.
Well, the letters really broke me up. So when it was all over, I was pretty angry, I guess. I should have realised that you'd be upset too, because you wouldn't want some creep hanging around Jane. So I apologise for the tone that I used.
Very well, I accept your apology.
I don't want to split you and Jane up or anything like that. And I understand how you must feel. I promise I'll respect that and I'll respect Jane.
Well, Nan?
Oh, I can't see that I have any say in the matter. One word from me and you'll leave, won't you? I don't know why you even bother asking me.
Because I don't want us to fight anymore. I just want you to see that there's nothing wrong with this.
See him if you choose, then. I warned you, you didn't listen, and the sooner your parents come back and claim you, the easier my mind will be.
How do you feel?
Bit shaky. How about you?
Thanks for coming over. Took a lot of courage.
What else could I do?
And you're happy not to push things?
I won't, I promise.
What are you smirking about? And why aren't you at school?
Got the first 2 hours off this morning.
That's why the country's in the mess it's in.
Gramps, I'm doing HSC. You're supposed to have time for individual study.
Just another excuse to loaf around and listen to that stuff you call music. Now, when I went to school, we didn't have the armchair ride you kids get. When I went to school, it was Shanks's pony all the way. 7 miles there and 7 miles back. Up before dawn and back in the darkness. And they didn't muck around with all this modern rubbish. It was reading, writing and arithmetic.
Oh, yes, nothing to eat but a crust of bread and dirty water and no shoes, and it was snowing.
Now, don't you start taking the flaming mickey out of me.
Oh, you old fake. Apparently, Charlene, on the rare occasions that your grandfather went to school, he was dragged there kicking and screaming. Usually, he was down at the swimming hole or round at the pub cadging pennies.
Flaming respect for a man in this house.
Oh, Mum, I thought you were still in bed. I was going to bring you a cup of tea.
I'm going to town to see a solicitor. That fella from Queensland put me onto one.
Pretty quick off the mark, aren't you?
Well, there's a lot to be done. They want to see the marriage certificate, so I'm going to the registry.
Oh, Mum, this is wrong. I want you to sit down and talk about it. You too, Dad.
There's nothing to talk about. As it is, they say it could take 12 months, so there's no point in dithering, is there? Well, best be off then.
Gramps, go after her. Stop her.
It's too late.
Look, are you sure you're feeling up to it?
I feel up to it. Managed all right yesterday, didn't I?
It's the hours I don't like, all that time on your feet.
I'm perfectly fit to work and I go crazy hanging around here. I appreciate the worrying and I love you for it. But I'll be okay. What's going on? Mike!
Mike doesn't have to start school till late today. He's just helping with a bit of housework.
Mike is supposed to be studying.
It's okay, I offered.
Will you two stop treating me like an invalid? Now you study. And you bank.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Oh.
Now, before you start worrying, I've got Nan's permission to be here, studying with Mike. You can phone her if you like.
Bank.
Oh.
Glad things are straightened out. See you, Mike.
Yeah. Bye. How did you manage to get out?
Well, she doesn't trust you, but she trusts me.
Well, do you trust me?
Yes. I trust you to be my friend and my first boyfriend and not to hurt me. Study.
Study. Right.
Put them on the table. I'll see Jane gets them.
Well, can't I thank Jane in person? She was a real sport to leave me all this Shakespeare stuff.
She should be using them herself instead of lending them out. In any case, she's not home.
Is something wrong?
I don't know what you're talking about.
My mistake. Where did you say Jane was?
I didn't. But as it happens, she's visiting Mike.
You're letting Jane see Mike? That's wonderful.
No, you can keep your opinions to yourself.
No, that's ace. It takes someone very special to admit they were wrong all along.
Now, just a moment.
Some people, the really mean sour ones, they'd stick to their guns, no matter what, out of pure spite. But not you, Mrs. Mangle. You're bigger than that. Jane's just lucky to have a grandmother who respects her freedom. Bye.
Dad, all I am asking you to do is move into the other room.
It's drafty in there.
You want the heater on, have the heater on. I want to clear this table.
Not until I've had another cup of tea. And I can't do that till Charlene gets back with the milk.
Honestly, I don't blame Mum. God forgive me, but I don't blame her one little bit.
Leave the sermon, Maggie, and make the tea.
I just gave Mrs. Mangle heaps.
You what?
Don't worry, nothing will stand up in court. Mike's been proven innocent, so I just wanted to remind her how wrong she was, that's all.
Well, she certainly had it coming to her, I'll admit that.
Huh. Some other woman you're tearing to pieces.
You wouldn't say that if you knew Mike. Mrs. Mangle deserves it.
Oh, the boy's probably no good. Sounds to me like a woman with a head on her shoulders.
Right now, the two of you would make a perfect pair.
There, drink it and shift.
You devil!
What have I done this time?
Mum, what's happened to you?
I went to the registry office. I asked for the marriage certificate. They couldn't find it. Do you know why? It doesn't exist. He's had me living in sin for 50 years. Oh, Marcia, I'm so ashamed. That's all of us.